Welcome to the first mini episode of Hook, Line and Tinnies. At Hook, Line and Tinnies, we love our fishing, but it's not just about us, it's about passing our knowledge on to you. So in this episode, we introduce Smithy, Brad Smith, a local legend of the fishing scene. And here's a few scenes from the first seminar. I hope you get something from it, because I know I did.
Yeah, so my background, born and bred, Tweed Heads, bottom end of the Gold Coast. Been fishing since I was 6. Absolute passion about it the whole life. And I'm thrilled. I get emotional, but I've been invited to the Lure Hall of Fame, which they're starting up in Tinnies with their pioneers in the Australian lure industry. So I'm really thrilled with that opportunity in my early designs of lure manufacturing and eyesight, this, that and the other, and the fact that it's just not, it used to be quite viable, but it isn't now with mass pop-outs and the quality and the cosmetics and the boutiqueness of the lures that can be popped out of moulds and computer generated and that. But so that's a rough overview of where I'm from. So tonight, we decided to not sort of focus on a particular fish. It was more broad spectrum to give people the opportunity to ask me questions about anything they'd like to know, and I'll give it my best honest reply. If not, I'll just lie. I'm a fisherman. So, if anyone would like to have a question that they'd like to fire at me about any particular fish or anything.
What's your favourite flathead fish?
The Flathead Classic, for example, was always won by trolling in the early days. And then soft plastics came in and everyone was soft plastic. And now there's a trend to go back to trolling again. That in the Flathead Classic, full turnaround, like fashion. So I'd say maybe a Samaki vibe as an overall winner. And then, well, that mate, little mates like Johnny Gosnelli said, this is the one you got to have in your box for the Flathead Classic. Yeah, I'd probably say a slam. Yeah. They work hard, they swim hard.
That's for trolling.
For trolling, yeah. So a slam maybe for trolling, for good coverage, and a Samaki plastic for everything. For any depth you want to fish, really, yeah. I think if I was on Survivor, I probably would go a vibe maybe, because of that variation that provides me with depth maybe. If I had one lure to Survivor, maybe a vibe, yeah. If you've got a big fish hook, you're only going to catch a big fish. But if you've got a little hook, you can catch a big fish and a little fish. So my variation on that is the smaller the lure, the better, because it keeps your numbers over. You mightn't get that trophy fish every day, like throwing a big lure that only a big fish is going to take. At least the numbers are ticking over, and at the end of the day, it's nice to see a bend in a rod, as I call it. And that's what a smaller lure will provide is more consistency, and those trophy fish come along.
So when choosing a lure, do you look at the water colour, or are certain species attracted to certain colours, or is it the water, is dark water you use a brighter lure?
Yeah.
Bluer water you use a darker lure?
Yeah, that's been once again, another great question. That's been ongoing since the dawn of time with lure fishing. Dirty water, there's one colour that I'll go to every time. It'll be a flatty, barra, and that's gold, wedding ring gold, or what they call chrome golds. The classic example, the number one barramundi lure in Australia since the dawn of time is what's called a gold bomber. So it's gold metallic And what happens in dirty water is gold doesn't reflect, it refracts light. So in the dirty water, the gold bomber shimmies, but it refracts light off it, which simulates light shining off the flanks of a bait fish. But yeah, that's always been, and in fact, you know, lure fishing at night, the number one colour is probably black. And you'd think, well, gee, that doesn't make sense. But black opaques. So, and in clear water, I'm always looking for the most natural colours I can find. Really clear, and there's so many good cosmetic colours now.
How heavy are the lines you're using?
Yeah, I fish very light. Yeah, way lighter than I should. Look, I'll be honest, I do fish heavy for mangrove jack. I don't muck around with those things. In fact, I go way beyond what everyone else does. Say, let's talk about I'll call them my bread and butter species. Whiting, brim, flatties, mulloway, or dewies as we know them. And even to a point, giant trevally. My standard main line on my spin rods is 12-pound braid, 12-pound main, and a 10-pound leader for everything. And that's it, you know, that's dewies to a metre long and everything like that.
Fishing canals here.
Yeah.
Just recently, obviously mangrove jacks, something I love chasing. I've been lucky to get two. I think I was lucky to get two, so we're painted.
Yeah, well, congratulations for getting a couple, because a lot of people have spent a lifetime and still haven't caught one in our area. So very, very well done there to begin with. But up north, they're prolific. Further north you go, like, you know, like say Wigger, when I was working out of there, like some of the snags are like cockroaches, are like bees swarming on hive. Our jacks aren't like that. They're big. They can be in small groups or solo. Depends how accurate you are. Is nighttime they tend to roam a bit more because of their love of structure. So nighttime they do sort of leave to a degree. They're and we've put acoustic tags in them. I might explain that in a minute. But nighttime they can be a bit free roaming. During the middle of the day, you're looking at your shade and your shadows. So very accurate casting under pontoons, you know, highly accurate, where they'll be sitting in under those dark silhouettes of the pontoons, maybe under bridges, bridge pylons, that type of thing. During the middle of the day, they're not so much free roaming. So during the day, it calls for very, very, very accurate casting, precision casting, and a lot of casting to get the job done with them in our particular part of the world. I think Paul's got a lucky door prize. I shouldn't spoil it, but Paul will explain how it's going to work. But the prize is whoever wins a romantic candlelight dinner with you. That didn't clear enough. Yeah. I'll hand it over. Oh, thank you so much for putting up with me, everyone.
The July 29 is a charter, a 6-hour charter with Smithy, that everybody needs to reach underneath their seat, and there's one prize. Right. Here we go. Bryce has won it. He does the flat head. So Bryce, you are the winner of the charter with Smithy. And look, I'd like to thank everyone for coming along. I think it's been really informative. Even listening now, I'm just listening to everything you're saying. I'm learning as I go along. And like you said, Smithy, fishing, the beautiful thing about fishing is that you can do it all your life. You're proud and, you know, start sharing the love and the knowledge. So thanks very much. It's been great.